In today's art party, we're going to do something awesome. Or at least, as someone who loves art and movies as much as I do, it seems awesome to me. I'm going to draw a tribute portrait of Sylvester Stallone as John Rambo while watching the movie First Blood. And as this portrait of Rambo manifests before your eyes, we're also going to discuss not just surface level plot points, but the deeper symbolism in this epic film and the spiritual journey that turned Rambo into a legend. So let's light the fuse on this celebration, because today's art party is gonna be explosive. All right, so as you can see, I've got John Rambo all sketched out on gray paper with colored pencils. So now I'm gonna use some Sharpies to darken in my outlines. So let's rock and roll. Rambo begins his journey a drifting shadow of a man, scarred by war and untethered from society. He walks alone, a ghost in denim and silence. Everyone he knew is gone. Everything he fought for, forgotten. Rambo barely speaks, yet we feel his thoughts and emotions. He's not looking for trouble. He's looking for proof that he still exists.
You visiting somebody around here? You're wearing that flag on that jacket, looking the way you do. You're asking for trouble around here, friend.
You got someplace I can eat around here?
There's a diner about 30 miles up the highway.
Is there any law against me getting something here?
Yeah, me.
Why are you pushing me?
We don't want guys like you in this town. Drifters.
Rambo's encounter with Sheriff Teasel is more than a conflict of personalities. It's a collision of worlds. Teasel wants to remove any reminder of suffering from his town. Rambo is that reminder. The sheriff doesn't see a man. He sees a problem to erase.
Straight ahead. If you want some friendly advice, get a haircut and take a bath. You wouldn't get hassled so much. Where the hell do you think you're going? Let me see some ID. All right, you're under arrest. Try to be nice to somebody. Why would you be carrying a knife like this?
The uniform may be gone, but the war is still written on Rambo's face. One wrong glance, one too many questions, and the thin line between peace and war begins to disappear. When they lock Rambo up, something ancient awakens. When they push him too far, they don't awaken a criminal, they awaken a memory.
This boy's hard to get a hold of. Take it easy.
What the sheriff calls resistance, Rambo calls survival. A skill he's practiced and perfected, not through thought experiments, but through actual experience behind enemy lines. The sheriff is entering a game he can't win. In fact, he's already lost. He just doesn't know it yet. right, so I'm loving how this outline is working out. So I've decided for this tribute portrait of Sylvester Stallone as John Rambo that I'm going to color it in using Sharpie Creative markers, which are actually acrylic paints, so that hopefully this final result comes out looking more like a painting than a drawing. So let's rock and roll. In the forest, Rambo becomes more than a man. He becomes mythic. Stripped of social identity, Rambo reconnects with his primal instincts. The mountain is freezing, and the landscape is brutal. Yet to Rambo, it's a sacred space. The forest doesn't judge him, it accepts him, and in return, he flows through it like a force of nature. All right, so I'm already starting to feel John Rambo's drifter spirit coming off the page, so let's keep it rolling. The kind of pain Rambo has endured can spread like wildfire if it's not kept in check. One accidental death and Rambo is ready to douse the flames. But the trigger-happy small-town cops didn't bring any water. All they brought was gasoline.
Like he wants to turn himself in.
It's not my fault! I don't want any more hurt!
Freeze! I'm warning you, boy. Don't make a move. I'll blow your head off.
I didn't do anything!
This game of cat and mouse that Teasel is choosing to play with Rambo is about to take a turn downhill. In the forest, Rambo isn't lost. He's home. Every vine, every tree, every sound, every silence. He's lived this before. They hunt him like an animal, but Rambo moves through the trees like something elemental, something intelligent, something almost metaphysical.
I could have killed them all. I could have killed you. I'm telling you the law. Now you it's me. Don't push it. Don't push it. I'll give you a war you won't believe. Let it go. Let it go.
Every trap Rambo sets is not just tactical, it's symbolic. He doesn't want to kill them. He wants them to understand. Even in his fury, there's something controlled, almost monk-like in his discipline. Each trap is a sermon. Every ambush, a warning. Power doesn't make you right, and pain doesn't make you wrong. He could kill them, but he doesn't. Because deep down, he still believes in mercy. Rambo's not fighting to kill. He's fighting to be understood. All right, so I'm actually really loving what's going on with this portrait of Sylvester Stallone as John Rambo from the original First Blood. I'm really liking how this is turning out in terms of the line quality. If you've spent any time on this channel, you know I'm all about line quality. I think at this point I'm going to lean into that and continue with the lines and see where it takes us. So don't go anywhere, because this is going to get interesting.
That's God in heaven to make a man like Rambo.
God didn't make Rambo. I made him. The army thought I might be able to help.
Well, I don't know in what way. Rambo's a civilian now. He's my problem.
I don't think you understand. I didn't come here to rescue Rambo from you. I came here to rescue you from him.
When Colonel Troutman arrives, it's like the return of a priest to a wayward disciple. Troutman knows what the others don't. Rambo's not a criminal. He's a broken hero. Troutman is the only one who speaks Rambo's language, who knows the sacred code of loyalty, honor, and pain by which Rambo still lives.
This is Colonel Troutman. Talk to me, Johnny.
Rambo, are you all right? Over. Baker team, they're all dead, sir. I'm sorry, I didn't know. I'm the last one, sir. I can't push it, sir. Well, you did some pushing of your own, John. They drew first blood, not me.
Look, Johnny.
They drew first blood.
Actually, I drew first blood. Alright, so the puzzle pieces of light and shadow are starting to fit together on the face. So let's keep working on the coat. Rambo's not a monster. He's discipline without a cause, honor without a home. He's what happens when a nation forgets its warriors. He's the past, unburied. Rambo's a man in pain, a man who's grieving, not just for his friends, but for the version of himself that never made it home.
Rambo! I'm giving you just 30 seconds to come on out. Who's got the rocket launcher?
First Blood isn't about a man who snaps. It's about a man who remembers. Remembers what he gave. Remembers what he lost. And remembers what the world chose not to see. All right, so I'm loving how these colors are working out in Rambo's military coat. So let's keep it rolling. Rambo's transformation isn't about violence. It's about revelation. He doesn't win. He doesn't lose. He simply becomes visible. This isn't a story of a hero or a villain. It's a story of a warrior caught between two worlds. The jungle behind him and a country in front of him that never welcomed him back. In my experience, the worst thing we can do to a portrait is overwork it. So since I'm liking how this is looking right now I'm just gonna go freestyle with some finishing moves. First Blood isn't a war movie. It's a movie about peace. The peace that Rambo desires in the deepest depths of his soul. The peace that was stolen in a little town called Hope. And the war he was willing to wage to return it to its rightful owner. First Blood isn't a movie about death. It's about resurrection. It's the story of a man whose life was incinerated and whose spirit rose from the ashes. Rambo emerges from the rubble with a transformed spirit. Finally seen, finally heard, not redeemed, but no longer forgotten. In spiritual terms, Rambo has descended into the underworld and returned with a truth that no one else dared to carry.
Attention all civilians. For your own safety, please evacuate the streets immediately.
All right, so there's our finished portrait of Sylvester Stallone as John Rambo. So make sure to check out all your other favorites in our celebrity portrait collection. And as always, stay inspired. Thanks for watching. YouTube thinks that you'll like this video next.